Leslie, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Leslie from the Ghana International Trade Commission. I hope you're well.
Yes, by grace.
How's the commission?
We are fine.
Yeah.
We are still alive.
You're still alive. That's an interesting way to Anyway, but let's start from the history of this particular commission. How old is it?
On paper, we are 10 years,
On paper.
but in active service,
Uh-huh.
we should be like 7.
Okay.
So when I say on paper,
Okay, explain.
assent by the president.
Okay.
It happened on 14th of September,
Okay.
2016.
Okay.
That makes us 10 years on paper.
Okay.
But you know
Mhm.
how
Mhm.
these things go.
Okay.
Setting up, even having a space to call your own.
Okay.
These are all some of the factors that come into play, and it takes time to get properly established.
Okay.
Let me put it so.
Okay.
So that's dragged for some time because you remember in 2016 or 2016 was an election year. So
Okay.
basically after the signing,
Mhm.
we go into election,
Mhm.
another administration comes,
Okay.
and we have all these technical issues in there because they also have to understand why and what your role is.
Okay.
And it has to align with the new government's policy and their direction.
Okay.
So it took some time, but thank God and hopefully our first board came in somewhere 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Between
So,
the law being being
passed.
signed into law.
Yes. And having our first board members.
Okay.
That was somewhere around 2019. Fortunately and unfortunately, if we still recall, 2019 was also a COVID year.
Okay.
So basically,
Yes, that was when COVID started.
We're still in our rooms.
Okay.
Lockdown and all that. So even though we have a board, we are still in our rooms.
Okay.
Work has still stopped, but trade is still happening. So
Okay.
we can only, because basically somebody has to come to the office to complain.
Okay.
How does the person come if you're
Come
on
and do
lockdown?
that. Okay.
So basically, we on paper, yes, in setup, we are active, but there's nothing happening because it's a COVID year.
Okay.
So after the COVID year, we ran into 2020.
Okay.
We have our office. We have even employment issues that also dragged for like a year.
Okay.
Because you have to find the right people, at least. And our work is so interesting that even after you are employed or even after you come into our space, you have to learn.
Okay.
It's not as though once you're employed, you understand everything. Let's go.
Okay.
These are international law issues.
Okay.
It's a vast thing.
Okay.
You have yourself today learning about what FDA is doing, how it's affecting trade, what Ghana Standards is doing, understanding why they are doing that, how it's affecting trade, its impact on trade, what happens if they don't do it. You have to understand all these terrains.
Okay.
Even
So employment alone is not enough. You have to now train the person constantly.
Train the person consistently.
Okay.
Each and every day there is something new to learn.
Okay.
Even yesterday, we had a meeting. There was a meeting. No, Wednesday. There was a meeting at WTO.
Okay.
It had to do with some laws that we needed to be abreast with. Okay. So even as we are in there for 6 years, we are still learning and having ourselves to understand the laws we have to work with and what is changing in trade.
I see.
So that's how interesting my space is, or our space is.
I see. So to be, it sounds like you're saying that you're still trying to put yourself together.
No.
Oh, at this point in time, would you say you're set up and you've been working?
Yes, we've been
delivering on your mandate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There are laudable examples. I don't know if, but I do believe people have heard of the anti-dumping on aluminum coils and circles.
Okay.
That was one of our decisions we made.
Okay.
Because through investigation, we got to understand that the aluminum coils and circles that were coming in were coming in at a price that was collapsing our industry.
Okay. So before you get into some of the things you've done, explain to us. We're just talking about the history of the setting up of the place.
Yes, please.
Okay. When the law, why do you exist, and what do you exist to do?
Okay, so basically, in the trading space, a lot of things go on.
Okay.
People think trade is about, oh, I'm getting the goods, I'm going to sell it, make some profit.
Okay.
But there are other people who are thinking out of the box, or are not thinking the way everyone is thinking. Somebody is not interested in, is the goods of quality? Is it something that is even good for human consumption? The person is interested in, let me just bring it and sell and make my profit and go. They are not concerned about that, the health implications and all that. Some others are even going to places, because once you are not concerned about the health implications, you are also looking at, and this is where the trick is, you are also looking at how to get this thing. Maybe the thing is 1 cedi. For me, I'm not concerned about the implication that is coming in. So let me just get it at 7 cedi. Meaning that some qualities and standards will be reduced to get it at that price. Because qualities and standards also help in increasing the price. Because if this is the standard, this is what we pay for that standard. But if you want it lesser, or if you are not even concerned about it, you will definitely pay something for a shoddy work, and then you are gone. It happens. Even when you are building a house, you go for someone who is, let's say, a plumber. The first plumber charges you so high, and you feel it's too much. Let me go for the one who is charging that is low. And you end up finding out that the person came to fix your plumbing works, and every 3 months you need to call someone to come and repair or do some maintenance for you, because it's a shoddy work. That's
the work was not properly done. So you're saying that this also works in trade.
Yes.
That there are many people who just bring in goods without thinking about quality.
No.
And people also buy because it's cheaper.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So where do you fit in when it comes to this kind of things?
All right. So that's, sorry I'm making so much examples, and it's like we are diving into the work, but it helps you to understand the work. So let me start.
As long as that breaks the things down for us, it's easier.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have been asked to break it down. So that is exactly what I'll do. So in as much as how technical my space is, I'll try my best. So please bear with me. If you don't understand anything, we still clarify.
Yeah, no worry. That's why I'm here.
So then the institution is set up to solve unfair trade issues.
Okay.
That is basically
fair trade issues.
Unfair.
Okay.
Unfair trade issues doesn't have just one description or just one meaning.
Okay.
Today it may be issues of price. Tomorrow it may be issues of subsidy.
Okay.
Subsidy in the sense that the thing is quality, but now they are importing or bringing it into Ghana more. Meanwhile, we have an industry here or a company here who produces the same thing.
Okay.
Just imagine, then I bring in the example, but we are not going deeper. Let's just have an example so we better understand it. So let's say we have rice factory. Let me use rice.
Yeah.
People producing rice here in Ghana.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you realize that people have started importing so much rice, or there is importation of so much rice into the market. What is happening, or from my point of view, is that once they are importing more, people divert their mind to that. Sometimes they reduce their prices so that others could purchase theirs. Now they go into purchasing theirs. Before you know it, our local rice producers are complaining. No one is buying their goods again.
Okay.
And they need the money so they could also buy raw materials to put in, because the cost of production is already high for them. And if they don't have people buying it, how then are they going to survive? Before you know, they've also packed their bags. Okay, let's all import. And our rice industry is gone. There's no importation. Before you know it, the same rice that you used to buy it for 5 cedi, and it was so cheap when we had our local rice producers, the next 2-3 months is now selling for 15 cedis, which is even higher than our local rice producers used to sell. And in our terms, we say it has been subsidized or there is anti-dumping. The price was reduced so that we can take over the market.
Okay.
So that brings a technical term we term as dumping.
Okay.
But then dumping is not the usual English meaning of the person doesn't like the thing, so he's throwing it away. No. The person actually likes the thing. There's a trade term. In the trade space, dumping means that the person has just reduced the price so they can capture the market and then make sure the industry, the local industry, collapses.
Okay.
And then tomorrow they take over the market and they increase the price because there is nobody to come. Where are you going to get the item? The person who could have produced it for you is now out. I have the largest market share, or I'm controlling the market. Whatever I determine as price is what you buy at. You don't have any choice again. So these are some of the things we look at. And for consumers, we are mostly concerned. When I say consumers, I'm part.
Yeah.
We are only concerned about this one is cheaper than this.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
Yeah. And of reasonable quality. Yeah.
Yes, reasonable. Do we really check quality? Let's say reasonable quality. But in most cases, we are just concerned about price. Sometimes we don't even work with budget. When we get there, the market, this is less costly. It serves the same purpose. And we have what you term as light product or similar products. Basically, it's just like water. If I'm to bring, let me do Bell Aqua and Voltic. These are same water. It's just the bottle, the shape of the bottle that is different. By the end of the day, if you're testing, you go for water. You're not concerned about Bell Water, Voltic. All you're concerned about is if I have 5 cedi, I've bought the water, I'm drinking. So definitely, if somebody is interested in which one is lesser, and for example's sake, Bell Aqua 500 ml is less costly. Then every day, I'm concerned with that. So I'll wait, look for it. Until I get it, I'm not buying any.
Okay.
And that is how the market share works. Before you know it, people are pushing towards Bell Aqua because the price is less. And in our term, the person is reducing it. We don't look at it from the perspective of you've reduced it, so you can reduce it. We don't have a problem. We are not saying it's bad. But what we are saying is, for our investigation, we are finding out with your factors of production, your cost of production, are you supposed to sell at that price?
Okay.
Or it should have been more?
Okay.
And for the main purpose of capturing the market, you are reducing your price so you could take over. That is your main aim.
Okay.
And even sometimes, based on reduction of prices, you find out that the standards have been kind of changed a bit.
Okay.
Just so we can meet that price.
Okay.
Because definitely we are
dilute the standard a little.
Yeah.
Reduce it.
Yeah. So we can meet the price, because we can't do production at that same price and sell at a lesser price. Because if on a scale of, let's say, we being same, we are using the same machine, same factory, equipment, everything. How come I can produce at 5 cedi, you will produce at, let's say, 4 cedi? No, it doesn't work. We are using the same things, same electricity, same Ghana. It hasn't changed. Maybe it's just a location. I am in Accra, you are in maybe Amasaman, which is still Accra.
I see.
Same place.
Interesting. So is this about goods produced locally or imported goods? What are you looking at?
We look at, when we say international trade,
okay,
we look at the trade space.
So our interactions with producers outside the country or inside the country?
Inside, outside, we address all those issues. Once you are found in the trade space, once you are selling and buying, let me put it in this term, it's traded.
Okay.
So we look at both sides. Importers, we know a number of issues you encounter.
Okay.
Some even bring their goods, and we have something called a customs valuation.
Okay.
It has to do with valuation issues. Probably we've been bringing your goods under a specific HS code, a bit technical again.
Okay.
Harmonized system codes. So you bring it under that code. Tomorrow you come, they say because of ABCD, it has been changed now, valuation. And then once your HS code is changed, it means either you are going to pay, in most cases, you are going to pay an extra tax
Okay.
Because we have the tax bundles.
Okay.
Some are 15, some are 10, some are 35. So just imagine you being on 10, some are 5. Just imagine, let me use the small ones. You being on 5. And tomorrow you come, your goods are at the port, you are going to clear, and the right customs officer tells you, boss, this product you brought, even though you declared under this, we feel the declaration, or from our checks, the declaration should have been this. Your HS code should have changed to this.
Okay.
For us, we are using the HS code. We go and check the tax bundle, and the tax bundle may be higher.
Okay.
In most cases, it's higher.
Okay.
In most cases, it's higher. So we look at all this, and that's when you come to us as an importer, it's called the customs valuation. It has, for that, is very timely. And one issues we've encountered since our setup is issues with data or information. You realize that the industries come to complain, you ask for data, you seek data, and sometimes the data becomes an issue. And we deal with figures, we deal with data. Even the number of employees you have tells me a story. And when I'm doing my analysis, I can decode something that you won't know from it. And
so at what point in time? So for example, you're saying in Ghana,
yes,
we are all local producers producing virtually the same goods, but maybe the difference is your labeling and the way you do. Okay, so you're saying that at what point in time can I say that this guy is engaged in what you're calling dumping in order to take control over the market, even when you're doing it within Ghana? So let's say 2 products produced in Ghana. Can one of them come to you and say, I think this guy is engaged in unfair trade? And what do you do in that situation?
Yes. Unfair trade, I told you, comes in different forms. And it's not a straitjacket thing. I'll use that word again. Even here, as local producers, some may be engaged in unfair trade, or some may be. Basically, unfair trade is you gaining an extra advantage over someone, over your other colleague, or over
your competitor.
Yes, let's use that word. Now, even though we are all local producers, we are also competitors. We are also trying to produce at a certain value and be able to sell our goods. We are fighting over the same market share. The same, even if the importer comes out from another country, the importer is also coming to fight over the same market share. So basically, it's about the market share. So whether it's a local producer who is engaging in it, or it's an importer or a foreign company that is engaging in it, I'm being careful with the word importer, because sometimes they feel but that's not. We are just using it as any goods coming in from outside the country. We term it as an imported goods. So that is the way it is. But then you can call on us to do investigations into. Basically, we do industrial investigation. We position ourselves to understand what is happening in the industry as a whole. Because at the end of the day, we are supposed to advise the minister responsible for trade on policies that are going to help that industry. So at the end of the day, if the industry player feels there is a problem, someone is engaging, and yes, such cases have come.
Where people come to you and say, this guy is engaged in unfair competition. The way he's doing his things.
Yes. We don't think with factors of production, this company should be selling at that price. Okay, fine. Let's look at it. Because with dumping, or with we bringing in the anti-dumping, basically dumping is the price issue, and anti-dumping is we putting a tariff percentage or a percentage on it to correct that. So it's like you should be selling this pen for 5 cedi. You've reduced it to 4 cedi. So what do? The GITC, or the Ghana International Trade Commission, does a research, does its investigation. And once it's established that, yes, truly, there is an element of dumping, this is the price it's supposed to be sold at. And then we are not saying that because the person came to report you, or the person petitioned the office, so the person says it's supposed to be 5 cedi, so GITC is also saying it's 5 cedi. No. We run our investigation, put in all costs associated, look at the factors of production, and determine what should be the right price of sale.
So what if you find that the man who walked up to you is engaging hiking of prices? What do you do to him? Because then if you look at the factors of production and it works against him, and that the person that is complaining about is actually the one who is charging fairly, what do you do?
That's an interesting one.
Also, far you haven't encountered that.
Funny enough, we've encountered that.
Oh, you have? You have encountered that?
It's interesting that people come
where the complainant is actually the one who...
You see, the process is that you petitioning.
Okay.
You're part of the industry. You're part of that production space. And what we are doing is to investigate and make sure that the right things are happening in that industry before we even go after an importer. So, an example, this morning I was having a conversation with someone and I was informing the person that our investigations start from home.
Okay.
Because one, we as the Ghana International Trade Commission, after we give that sanctions or that measures, we are supposed to go and answer at the WTO, the World Trade Organization.
Okay.
So it's not like once we do it here, we are done. We are just sitting somewhere. We have to file and let them know that now for importers, when you are bringing these goods, there is this percentage at the port that you pay.
Okay.
So when you are bringing in the goods, we've informed you. Not that you come and say, oh, we didn't know. So you excuse us tomorrow when we bring another goods, we'll pay. No. So these are some of the technical aspects that even the petitioner doesn't know. He feels, oh, I've petitioned. Why? You see, and that's one reason why we go further to check in whether the industry itself is selling at the right price and what should be the right price.
Okay.
So we go extend. Earlier I was telling you that it's an everyday learning because today you have this industry complaining or this producer complaining. You learn about, oh, what is the makeup of tomato paste? This is what goes into it. These are the cost factors. This is everything that goes into it. Today I've learned it. Tomorrow there is another petition. It's about another thing, cement. I'm going to learn that one too.
So you have to understand
it.
The whole production.
Everything. Because everything has a cost associated with it.
So it's not simply a matter of, okay, for example, you are the rice industry. Somebody working within the rice industry decides to make a complaint that they within the industry are struggling because of what they suspect is dumping of foreign produced goods on the market. And these foreign produced goods are cheaper than what they are able to offer because of their factors of production. Once the person makes that complaint, you are saying that you go and look at how the person produces and what goes into the production to first ascertain whether or not even the local guy is charging the correct price. Oh, the fair price.
Yes.
Oh, so if you find that he is perhaps charging a little too much, then he is the one who you find something with. How does it work?
So how it works is there is a general cost associated.
Okay.
There is the price that is associated with every production you go into.
Yeah.
What makes the price different from a competitor's own is the taste or the difference they want to add.
Okay.
An example is, let's use the famous Pepsi and Coca-Cola.
Okay.
The tastes are different because this one wants to change the taste. But once they are doing basically the same kind of thing, the list of production or raw material requirements are the same. The only difference is what makes them that special or what creates the difference between Coke and Pepsi. If you go into biscuit production, butter, sugar, maybe if you are doing a certain kind of biscuits, you find wheat flour and other kinds or different kinds of flour in there. They add maybe something special or they term it the secret recipe. That is the only difference. But basically, the cost of production is the same. Once they are the same industry, once they are producing the liked or similar product.
The same for someone in Ghana and someone outside the country?
Outside the country, it's the same. The only difference is what they term in trade terms the secret recipe.
Okay. The secret recipe.
Yes, that is what at the time they use. That is what makes the difference. That's what makes this biscuit taste different from this one.
Okay.
That is what makes Coke taste different from Pepsi.
Okay.
That is the main difference. So you hear most industrial players saying that we don't want you to know everything. There are things they can let you know, but what makes them different from the other, they won't let you know. An example,
even when you're doing an investigation.
But you are supposed to know. We will know. That's confidentiality for
but you cannot share.
Mine. Yes, I can't give you that. I can't give you that. And then my act protects that. That information cannot go out. That's the difference. That's what makes us competitors. That's what makes the competition fun.
So you're saying that in your investigation, even this secret recipe, there must be a cost put on it.
Yes.
And it must go into the total cost of producing that product for you to be convinced that what the person is alleging has basis.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a makeup, it's a markup or a makeup of the cost factors. These are the things you used in your production. These are the list of things. How much will it cost when you are producing just one? What's the cost build-up? You give us the list of things. You give us the cost. We come to your factory, and when we are doing our investigations to see that everything you mentioned, you are doing it. We want to see the raw product, the raw material. If you say, there's a sugar, where is the sugar? I want to see it. It's white sugar, it's brown sugar. Okay. So you use white sugar. That is why you are saying, this is your sugar. Someone prefers brown sugar. Why? Because it gives another taste. Or because they would add maybe honey. So these are some of the technical aspects. These are some of the differences. This is what makes us different.
So in this case, if the competition is between a local product and international product, a foreign product.
Yes, please.
The person who is bringing it in is only importing a finished product.
Yes.
So then you can investigate the person you can go into these details with the person who is local, producing locally. But how then do you ascertain same for a good that's produced internationally in another country?
That's interesting. Our listeners will say, "Hey, that's really interesting." But then for Ghana International Trade, we engage with producers. It doesn't matter where you are. If the person is outside the country, you write to their high commission, tell them this product is under investigation. Mind you, the importer bringing the goods is bringing it from a set country. We access the ICOMS to find out if K. Abuaje is bringing and says he's the importer. There are a list of people who are importing. You are not the only importer. And there are a list of countries these products are coming from. Anti-dumping is country specific. So we look at the country. So, i.e., if the claim is against products coming from, let's make an example. Let's say Togo. You go into Togo. What's the quantity of products even coming from Togo? Compared to other countries? Is it really true that products are really coming in from Togo? What for the past 3-6 years? What has been the trend? So, in 2020, what happened? What quantity came? 2021, what was the quantity that came? 2022, 2023, is it increasing? Oh yes, it is. How is that increase? How is it impacting trade? Are we seeing a reduction? When it was happening, what was happening to our local industry? Were they reducing their production? Was it increasing also for them? What's really happening in there? We have officers, trade attaches in other countries. We contact them. We liaise with them. When it's under investigation, we as Ghana International Trade Commission are supposed to do everything possible when we are doing our investigation to understand what is happening in there.
Okay.
So if it means flying to that country, going to that industry, finding out on their local market, what price do they sell it there? Because the product you went to import is being sold on their market.
Okay.
It's not a product they are producing just for you to go and sell or to bring it in Ghana. It's a product they are selling in their market also. What's the price and how much are they selling it at in their market? We go and find out all on that, because this is a complete investigation we are doing.
Okay.
We are not leaving, even though the petition is from a producer in an industry, we are solving an industrial problem.
Okay.
So we don't leave any stone unturned.
Okay.
We go in there to understand what is happening and give a decision that helps all of us and not just that person. And mind you, let me even interest you. For a petitioner, when we are petitioned, you should at least have a 25% market share.
A 25% market
share
before you petition.
Let me put it this way. Not to qualify you for investigation, for us to go into such matters.
Okay.
You need 25%.
So if I have 10% market share,
if you have 10%, that's why we call it an association. So we contact your association.
Okay.
Or we ask you to contact them.
Okay.
To find out or to lay the complaints to them for them to know what is happening in there and why you are suffering.
Okay.
It may be an industrial problem.
Okay.
You may get 5% here, 5%. Before you know, you come together, you are 25%, and then we move.
Okay.
Not to say that if you complain and the institution feels this is something that we should look at.
It doesn't matter your market share, you go into it.
Yes, we do self-initiation.
Okay.
For self-initiation, the Ghana International Trade is saying that we feel there is something happening in this industry we have to take care of or we have to look at.
So you don't always need to receive a complaint to act. You can initiate the process yourself.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
In cases where, like, our leaders have gone to UK this week looking for investments into the country. In cases where the Minister of Trade is attracting a certain investment in a certain industry, we need to provide her with such analysis to understand what are the real issues happening there.
Okay.
And if financing is the issue, or probably is another thing. I quite remember, just to throw the thing, around last week, I'm currently running some researches, and the tomato industry is one aspect. And then one of my colleagues at work comes to me and says, Senior, do you know tomato producers in Ghana? One of their issues is storage.
Okay.
They are not able to store. So when they harvest, in less than 3 days, these products go bad. And I'm like, hey, so it means we need even a storage facility.
Okay.
If you are able to store, because tomatoes are in varieties. But as we sit here, once stew is cooked, do you ask which variety of tomato was used?
It's tomato.
Your own is to eat.
Okay.
Your own is to make sure that the tomato was okay. It was right for consumption. But as to varieties and all that, it's our market women who can tell us this is from this variety, this variety, this variety. And by privilege of running an investigation, for me, I'm interested in variety. So I'll ask you, where is this one coming from? What variety is it? So these are some of the technical aspects. Once someone complains, we go deep down. Whether it's in the country, outside the country. And even when somebody petitions, the industry, we look at the companies in there. In the most recent of times, or back some years back, after implementing the ADD, the anti-dumping review, the anti-dumping, we had to do a review because it lasts for a number of years.
Okay.
We review to see the impact. Has it corrected the issue?
Okay.
Or is it still persistent? Or maybe we should increase the percentage or reduce it. So we go in there to run another investigation. And that investigation is self-initiated. We have to look at it.
Okay.
So it's not just about implementing something, but also making sure that what you implemented is working and solving the issue. Okay. So that is how fun and funny it is.
So far, because you're going to talk about some of the initiatives you have so far pursued,
Yes.
do you have count of how many investigations have been done thus far?
Counts. Interestingly, I'm almost always part of most of the investigation, but on let me give you more than 5.
Okay. More than 5.
More than 5.
Okay. On top of your head.
On top of more than 5.
Okay.
I would avoid mentioning names of the companies involved.
But the products involved? Or the issues that were raised?
There were issues that were raised.
What were the issues there?
The issues had to do with dumping.
Mm-hmm.
They had to do with subsidies. They had to do with countervailing. Almost customs valuations. Almost everything we do has been raised.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
Everything. And one aspect that we do is the bilateral trade agreements or trade agreements that we do.
Okay. So
even this policies, even this complaints, we solve it at that point also, because once the good is coming from a country, we should be able to tell them that, see, government to government, this goods, we don't think so much, we need so much.
Mm-hmm.
We can run a system where you are able to bring in this amount.
Okay.
Because over the years, and then before we even agree on trade agreements, we look at the imports, quantities that are coming in. Mm-hmm. What is the impact on our local industry? Because these are policies. At the end of the day, we in the trade space, we are hoping and wishing that everyone or Ghana as a country can produce what we eat and be able to sell it out. And governments coming, governments going. This has been one of the dreams. Yeah. So as a nation, this is a dream we are pushing for.
Okay.
So these are some of the things.
Okay. Okay.
We look at it from not just being able to solve the issue when it's happening or when it has happened, but even when we are agreeing on trade agreements and all that, we look at solving the issues on that laws, because we are going to trade in according to the terms of those laws we've agreed on. Mm-hmm. So if we are agreeing that, bring in your goods, bring this kind of goods, you are making agreement on all that. In the most recent of times, we've added agribusiness to the Ministry of Trade. Mm-hmm. And right now, we are pushing our agricultural products also when it comes to trade, bilateral trade agreements, multilateral trade agreements. Because there's an aspect that we want to push. Okay. We want our goods to go out there.
Interesting. So you are not only doing this investigation, your job is to also understand the industries.
Yes.
Whether we do need, because a lot of foreign direct investment is sought.
Yes.
So you're saying that if we are looking at the rice industry, the trade minister is going out there, you have to tell the trade minister whether or not, what do we need? Do we need money? Or do we need people to... So how do you then